Yo, what is up guys? So welcome back to my new video. It's Miggy here, and today we're gonna talk about cameras. 3 years ago, Canon released the Canon 80D, which is the successor of the 70D. It's this guy right here. The question is it worth buying in 2019? So here's my unprofessional, unsolicited, unsponsored advice for you guys. Let's go. So we're gonna talk about the features of the Canon 80D, which is still really good in 2019. So this camera is a 24 megapixel crop sensor camera, so that means your images will be cropped by 1.6 times compared to a full frame camera. It also has a 45-point autofocus system, which has all the cross-point systems. This camera features a 3-inch 1.4 million dot articulating screen. This camera is good for those vloggers, YouTubers, solo content creators, because you can see your framing really well because the screen faces your way. It's like this. It will face your way, so you can see if you are in frame or not. In 2019, there are lots of cameras that shoots super slow-mo, they shoot in 4K, but this thing right here, it only shoots in 1080p at 60 frames per second in MP4 format, so you're not getting that MOV format. The MOV only shoots for 25 frames per second. So it's really nice if you're looking for a cinematic look in your videos. If you're into photos, like if you're into fast-paced sport photos, this camera right here this camera can shoot really well. It shoots 7 frames per second and it goes like this. It shoots 7 frames per second with autofocus, so you can have your shots well in focus. Maybe you'll get around 4 shots that is perfectly framed and 3 not. Depends on your lens. It also depends on your setting. I tried this last time in a soccer match near my neighborhood and I got great results. Next is this camera is weather sealed. So if you like shooting on the beach, you're shooting in a dusty environment, if it's raining, you're good to go with this guy as long as it's coupled with a weather sealed lens. So most cameras right now has Wi-Fi NFC features, so you can transfer your files directly even when you're shooting. So with this camera, it has Wi-Fi NFC. So when you're doing NFC, you just tap your phone and it will transfer it directly. So you can start crushing your Instagram game. So this camera has a time-lapse feature. It could either be in the video mode or it could be in the photo mode. So if you're just lazy, just want to take time-lapse and worry about nothing, not about the setting, you can just switch it to a video mode and just set it to time-lapse. Or if you want that light trail, that amazing motion blur, you can set it to the photo mode and you can adjust your setting manually and just crush your photo game with it. It doesn't have IBIS, which means in-body image stabilization, which other cameras have. when you're shooting with this guy, you have to rely with the OIS, which means optical image stabilization, which most of the entry-level Canon lenses has. So 3 months with this camera. The main advantage of this one is it has like a really long battery life. So I've been shooting from morning till the afternoon and it still served its purpose. I don't have a battery grip yet, but I'm planning so I can shoot the whole day. I can shoot my videos with it, everything with it. I just don't want to miss a shot, you know that. The battery life in this guy is like a tank. This guy has microphone inputs, it has headphone input, so this is good for those who are shooting interviews, who likes to listen on the fly with the audio. You can check the audio on the fly so you can hear it, wear a headphone or something. So my verdict for the 80D camera, my not so professional advice, my unsolicited advice for you guys: if you've got a grand sitting around and not doing anything, this camera is still worth buying in 2019. There are rumors that there will be another release, the 90D, which I'm not sure, maybe in the first or second quarter of 2019. But this thing still packs a punch. It shoots 60 frames per second. It's good enough for slow-mo, it's good enough for most of the video that you're making, unless you really want that buttery smooth 120 frames, and you have to get the 1DX Mark II. This 3-year-old camera still packs a punch in 2019. It doesn't stay behind its competitors. The photos you get with this one is really amazing. Simply amazing. The autofocusing, it's really fast. It's so fast indeed that I can shoot a soccer match with it with my kit lens. The video, the low light capability of this lens is not that good, but if you change it to like 18 to 35 by Sigma, which is 1.8 constantly, so you get the best results in low light. So in 2019, yeah, you can still buy this thing. You can still buy the 80D in 2019 and prices are going down. So I just bought it like 3 months ago. Yeah, I bought this guy 3 months ago and I'm so happy with it. I think you also should, if you have a grand lying around and not doing anything, you can get this guy. It doesn't shoot 4K though, but it gets the job done. So that's my unprofessional, unsolicited, not sponsored by Canon advice for you guys. See you next time. Oh, wait, I forgot. If you want to see more videos like these, please do hit like, subscribe, comment whatever you want me to make next. Thanks for supporting guys, and thanks for watching. See you next time.